Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. So today's video, I wanted to film another week in my life. I know that a lot of people are really a big fan of the week in my life, especially since I'm doing full distance learning, full virtual teaching in kindergarten. So I think we're really moving along. It is the 5th week of school. Last week I didn't get a chance to do a full week in my life just because it was a shorter week. We had Labor Day. And then we also just had a bunch of testing. It was not a regular week for us, so I decided to just do a daily vlog. If you missed that, make sure you check that one out. I'll have it linked in the cards above, and I'll have it linked down below as well. Before I get started, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the red button and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below so I can interact with you all there. I also noticed that a lot of people do not have the notifications bell on, so make sure you hit the bell below and turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. Right, so with that being said, like always, I will show you what our day is looking like. It's actually the end of the day right now on Monday. I didn't really get a chance to film this earlier because I wanted to plan for the week. I had a really fun, busy weekend, so I was kind of behind on getting everything gathered for Monday. So I came here early, got everything set up, and then just powered out through the day. So as always, I will show you the slides, show you what we did today, and just kind of debrief before we get started on Tuesday. For morning greeting ideas, we had new ones. So we did like big chomping like a crocodile, slithering arms like a snake, our roar, and then act like a monkey. We have our September calendar, days of the week and the days of the week song, our weather. And then I also introduced Class Dojo today. So now that we're really cruising through the first few weeks of school, we're on to week 5. I had noticed some behaviors were coming up, some behaviors were prevalent the whole time, and some were kind of new. So I felt like it was a good time to implement a class management system or a behavior management system. And I felt like Class Dojo seemed like the best one for my students and the easiest for me to keep track of. I don't know if I would necessarily use Class Dojo in real life if we were coming to school, but it works really well for online, and I am not going to be taking away points for negative behaviors. So I'm only doing positive praise, positive behavior reinforcement. So I will be giving them points based off of what they're doing throughout the day. And they were asking, like, how do we earn points? We want to earn points. They were very excited about it. So we went over our Zoom expectations again. So as always, we go over our Zoom expectations, and I kind of explained to them that, like, if I see you participating, if you're asking great questions, if you are ready with your supplies, if you are paying attention, if you are being kind, if you're not distracted, if you're on task, you can earn points. So I will give them, each of their little monsters, I will give them a point for different behaviors, and they seemed very excited about these. So I have a few different things that they can earn points for. And then a couple parents thought that they would use the points. All of my parents also want to use the points at home, so I'm keeping track of the points. I'll tell them at the end of the week how many points their kid got, and not only will they get like a little virtual thing from me, but they'll also get some kind of tangible reward from their parents, just because it seems like some of my kiddos would do better learning behavior management with tangible rewards instead of just like, we get to do an extra go noodle, or you can do a directed draw or something like that. So today was day 1. I'm giving out points like candy this week just so they can get used to getting points. They feel good about themselves, and to just kind of up the ante of having that positive behavior. We had a quick break. We did our iReady testing for math. We did recess, came back and did our whole body listening chant. And then we read from our benchmark advanced book. Oh, here it is. We're just kind of moving through this. And we did the rules for talking and listening. So I read it through once, I read it through twice, and then I read it through again, and we circled the words that start with S. They did it themselves, and then we talked about which word starts with S. I read it again, and then they circled the words that started with T, and we counted how many words started with T. We put a circle or a smiley face by their favorite spot, and then they drew me a picture of what it looks like to listen and follow the rules of talking and listening. So that went really well. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but I think they really got it, and that went well. And then after that, we jumped into our little reading groups again. But I didn't really plan this out super well, so it went well, but it wasn't really the reading group system that I'll usually do, like when they're actually reading to me in small groups. The first group listened to the sight word go by Jack Hartman, And then they did an activity on Seesaw, and then the second group watched the letter P video and did their handwriting packets like always. But this was pretty good because my principal came and popped into my Zoom during these, and she was really impressed by how it went. So that felt good. My kids were excited to see her. She was excited to see how we were doing things in kindergarten, and overall, I think this like hour of our day going from that into groups and doing these two activities worked great for my kiddos. We did a Go Noodle, and then we went to lunch, came back and did our mindful moment, came back and did math. Because we're doing that iReady testing, I have to push math later in the afternoon, but we just did a little lesson with counting between 7 and 10 again. And then I read Chrysanthemum. So it's kind of sad because if they were really here, we would be writing our names all the time, and they would have a lot of practice with writing their names. But because we're on Zoom, they kind of don't really ever have to write their name. So I'm trying to remember, like, every time we do our math page, write your name at the top. Every time we do something, write your name on it. So I read Chrysanthemum. And we did a little like activity where I had them write their name on their whiteboards and then count how many letters are in their name. I was gonna make a cute anchor chart for it, but I just didn't have time. So yeah, so we did that. That was the end of our Monday. I had a little parent-teacher conference after the day was done with one of my kiddos' moms, who I actually met with her last week, and then this was just kind of like a follow-up. Super, super impressed with her kid. He's really turned his behavior around, and I think doing the behavior management system. And we also got him some visual timers. I printed out some timers, or I emailed her some schedules, and she printed them out. So I can already tell that even just a couple of days with that, he's doing a lot better. So I'm excited to see his progress. And I think that's it for Monday. That's kind of all we did. I have another meeting to get to really soon, so I will pick you guys up on Tuesday. Hey there, friends. So it is actually Wednesday. I started filming on Tuesday, but then I realized I didn't even actually hit the play button, so I explained like pretty much the whole day and then didn't even record it. And then that was just the beginning of the tech issues. I had tech issues with my kids all day. We were still trying to finish our iReady testing. It was a mess. Didn't go very smoothly, but we made it through the day, so that's all that matters. Today is Wednesday, September 16th, and it's actually my birthday. So I'm 25 today, which is super fun. And it's kind of funny because it's our asynchronous learning day. So I'm like having the most chill day ever. Just doing some stuff, making sure I see my kids in the morning, making sure I see my kids in the afternoon. And then I have all of their assignments ready to go for today. So I will show you what we're doing today, walk you through our day, and then kind of tell you what I'm doing for the rest of the day. And yeah, so here we go. Okay, so here is our Google Classroom for today. First thing we have is the assembly. So we have a Wednesday morning assembly with our principal for 30 minutes. So there's the link to that. The next thing we have is this letter scavenger hunt, which I saw this idea I think on Instagram. I'll try to find who it was and I'll link it down below. So I found this idea and it's so cute. So they basically look for items in their house and put the letter that it starts with. So this kid has a hockey player, so hockey player. This guy is a goalie, I think, so goalie. This is a ball, so butt ball, and C for crayon. So he did a great job, and I got a bunch of different fun ones. So they went on a little scavenger hunt for 4 different items, and they had to tell me what the items started with. The next thing we did is our math lesson. So same as always, I have the little video for the kids, and then they do their math book pages and post it on Seesaw. The next thing is the sight word go. So they're listening to the Jack Hartman sight word go video again. And then the Seesaw activity is just to do this page, just this one activity. It's 1 page, and then they do their sight word booklet that we've been working on. And then the last thing is listening to a book on Epic, and this has been so cute. I love. It's been so fun getting to see like what books the kids chose. And I did a Pete the Cat book with them last week on Epic, and then I also did a Scaredy Monster. Yeah, Scaredy Monster. We read that yesterday, and it's been so fun because so many of the kids like went and found all the other Scaredy Monster books or all the other Pete the Cat books, so I could tell they really liked that. So yeah, I was going to have them do a social studies activity, and they were going to watch a video about like problem solving, and then I was going to have them do an activity of like how to solve problems with others, but honestly I couldn't find the video. I feel like I didn't preface it enough, so we're just going to do that in person tomorrow. And my new goal for next week is to really do social studies more, because I feel like I just kind of keep putting it off, because the first unit is just kind of like, you know, like beginning of the year rules, and we've gone over Zoom rules as much as we can. I think it maybe would have been more fun in person to learn about that. So we did that as much as we can, but now that we're starting the second unit next week, it will be a lot more engaging lessons for the kids, hopefully. So we are not doing that, but they are doing the rest of this for today, and I think it's gone pretty well. Okay, hi friends. So we have had staff meetings all morning. Part of having Wednesday as our asynchronous learning day is we have like 2 hours of staff meetings and an hour of professional development, and then an hour with our grade level collaboration. So we have not had grade level collaboration yet. We're going to have that for an hour later on, but we have so much to talk about. I have so much to tell you guys. So big news, big birthday news. We might be coming back. So we might be starting in hybrid potentially as early as next month in October. This is like so crazy to me because I never thought, like everyone had said like maybe January. We were kind of thinking like if anything, January. It wouldn't be any earlier than that. But we might be coming back in October, which is like just so crazy because I feel like we've gotten such our routine on distance learning. And just when we get our routine, it's like, okay, come back. And I'm like super nervous now too, because like, you know, I had my first day, but this would be my first, like my real first day of school, like first day of school take two, like they're coming to the classroom first day of school, which I can't even imagine. So yeah, I will get more news on that over the next week or so. So potentially the earliest date as of right now that we could open is October 12th. Which is so soon. I was just thinking the other day, like, wow, September is almost over. It's almost my birthday, and it's gonna be October, and I feel like we're really getting the ball rolling this school year. And now if they come back, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. But the good news is I'm gonna have to do so much more classroom setup over the next few weeks if they do come back, because they're gonna be sitting in these little chairs. So yeah, that's just my fun announcement. I'm pretty stoked. I'm a little nervous because like, I'm nervous that if we reopen too soon, we're gonna have to close again. But if it stays going like this, fingers crossed we can reopen, fingers crossed we stay open, even in a hybrid model. That's better than nothing. That will just be brand new challenges and brand new things for me to walk you guys through. So that is my update right now, and I will talk to you guys more later. Yay! So cute, you guys. A bunch of my students have come today to knock on the window and just say hi and happy birthday. And I've gotten so many cute little goodies and cards, but this one, you guys, this one is the best. I think I've told you about the twin boys that I have in my class who I just absolutely adore. And they just brought me the cutest little cards that they wrote and these awesome balloons, and they were so excited. So even though my first birthday as a teacher isn't in person, I'm still feeling so much love from them. Hey there friends, happy Thursday. So I'm a little bit out of breath because I just carried like a big box all the way from my car in the parking lot to my classroom, but I'm super excited about the delivery that I got. FlexiSpot actually reached out to me a couple weeks ago and asked if I wanted to partner with them. And I said absolutely, because they must have heard in my first or second week in my life video that it'd be so much easier if I could have a standing desk. So they reached out and it just came. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna set that up, have it today, and then also have it for tomorrow. And then I'm just really pumped to see how it works, set it up, and I hope it's gonna make my life a lot easier. So I will just show you what it looks like once I have it all set up and once my computer is all ready to go. All right, you guys, I did it. Here's my little setup. I kind of rearranged this whole situation, set up my FlexiSpot, And here we go. So I'm really excited. I think it fits pretty nicely. And I still have like a good amount of space over here and in the front, and over here I have like all of my planner and to-do list and my coffee, obviously. So I'm thinking it's gonna be really, really nice and super convenient. I also am going to place an order for another monitor, so that way I don't have to use my personal computer and my district computer. So it'll be so nice when I have a monitor here, and then I'll be able to put up the keyboard. I don't need the keyboard right now just because it was just like getting in my way of using that keyboard. So once I get my desktop, I will have my keyboard. Then I can just use that as like another screen. I won't even need to use it. Then I'll have to do everything on my desktop, and it is so nice. And then it's super nice because all I have to do is pull this, and then I can rise it as high as I want, which will be perfect. So that way I can do all my teaching from standing up, and I'm still perfectly at level with my kids. And then it can go even higher. Ooh, it goes even higher, and now it's like above me. So it's looking pretty good. I'm excited to try it out and start using it with my kids today. And then I set up this whole area. So this is what it's looking like. I have like all of my ELA type stuff on the top. And then I have like my easy grabbers, like everything that I reach for all the time. And then I have my math manipulatives, my math book, and my whiteboard. I have all of my read alouds. I have my big mentor text in case I choose to do a reading out of benchmark. Our little eggs, obviously, is just the keyboard part that I will be putting on my FlexiSpot computerizer once I get the keyboard and the monitor. So that will be super awesome to have, and that will really complete my teaching from the classroom distance learning setup. Hey there friends, so it is the end of the day now, and what a day it was. I don't really know. I feel like it's not that it's getting hard, it's that we're so used to our routines that sometimes things are hard, you know? Like, I feel like we're starting to get to that point in kindergarten where it's like, you know, it's not always fun. Like sometimes we just have to do the schoolwork, like in just a regular, not very exciting way. And I feel like the kids are starting to get over it a little bit. Like, okay, cool, like the novelty of being in front of our screens has worn off. And like, not for everyone, don't get me wrong, not for everyone. Some of my kids are still just as excited as they were in the first few weeks. But I'm just trying to figure out like how to re-engage the kids that are losing it, that are just, you know, distance learning is not really working for them. I feel like learning in the classroom is really their preferred learning style, as is most kids. So yeah, I don't know. I guess this is just like a real moment that distance learning, honestly, I feel like most of the time for me in my kindergarten class, we really do make the most of it. I feel like we're having fun. It's not nearly as hard as it could be. I know it could be a lot harder, but there are just some days where I'm just like, God, it would be 10 times easier if they were here. And sometimes I just feel like, you know, a little cheated. Like this is supposed to be my first year and I feel like I am making the most of it. But there's just so many little things, and the tech issues and emailing with parents and like trying to get kids on at the same time and like all doing the same thing. And like, I don't know. So at the end of our day today, we did the dot activity. I had written on my calendar that today was dot day, but I saw on Tuesday that Tuesday was actually dot day. So September 15th is like the dot day. Even though I, for some reason, thought it was today on the 17th, but we still did it today. We still read the dot. I actually don't have that book. So I found it on YouTube and we just watched it and the kids loved it. So yeah, so we did the book. And then we made this craft. They turned out really cute. But I might have been a little ambitious. So there was just so much cutting and so much gluing for their little hands to do, and trying to make sure that kids use glue and scissors safely while on Zoom is definitely a task. There were like 3 kids who were like at their grandma's house or they were somewhere else, and they didn't have the stuff. So it was one of those things where like I feel like 3 of my kids got cheated out of the cute activity because they didn't have it. So I just told them to use their crayons and draw on white paper and then cut out the circles and then glue it onto the other piece of white paper. So they did it, they made it work, but it was still kind of like, they were really excited to do it with the class and they didn't have the exact pieces, so they were kind of frustrated. But anyways, long story short, the end of our day was kind of a struggle. We had a lot of tech issues. We were trying to do this craft for like the longest time, but we did it. I took all of their pictures, like holding it up, and they were so cute. So it did turn out really well. I'm excited about that. So if you're interested, this is just like the page on how to do it, and it's from Teaching Primary with Caitlin. So I'll have that linked down below. But yeah, so today is Thursday, the end of the day. Also update, I used my standing desk today and it was awesome. I'm really, really happy with it. I feel like it's gonna be even better when I have a monitor and a keyboard, and then I'm really just using my laptop as like an extra screen. But yeah, I like how big it is, I like the space, and I love how I still have so much space on either side of me. I have my new little setup over here, which worked out really well. I didn't have to like constantly go through all the papers. So yeah, I'm happy. It's 5th week of distance learning. I finally have like a pretty good setup. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's kind of a funny day because we start music and we have STEAM and we're doing like an EL testing. So while I'm doing testing with some of my kids, the other kids are just gonna be doing asynchronous learning. So we'll see. Tomorrow might not be the most exciting day, but again, this is real life. I can't always make it like vloggable, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked today, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy Friday, teacher friends. We made it to Friday. I'm so excited. And I'm actually trying something new today. I'm actually teaching from my house today. There's a lot of reasons for this. First of all, I was really tired today. I've been pretty tired this whole week. I feel like the 5th week of distance learning is just really hitting. Like this is real and I'm very tired. And also we just have like kind of a silly schedule today. We have STEAM, we have music for the first time today. I'm going to start doing fun Fridays for the last like 30 minutes of the day. So when I was looking at my schedule, I really saw that I'm only doing about an hour and a half of direct instruction with my students today. And I just felt like, you know, I haven't tried working from home yet. And there was really no reason for me to be at school all day when I'm only teaching them live for an hour and a half. So I brought home everything I needed. I have our math books, I have my whiteboard, I have our cubes that we always use. I have everything we need to be a successful teacher today, even though I'm in my house. So yeah, I think it's gonna work out. And I think from now on, I might try doing it on Wednesdays. As you know, Wednesday is our asynchronous learning day. But the reason that I've gone to school is that I didn't have a duplicate set of supplies here at home. So now that I've brought all of this stuff home, I have everything I need. And that should make it really nice to work from home on Wednesdays when I don't really need to be in my classroom the whole time. So as always, we did like our regular morning stuff, and then we did our letter S, took our break, going to STEAM, going back to recess, another break, math, movement break, lunch, mindful moment. Then we're having free choice Friday. So this is the first time we're doing this. And I have a couple things that they can do. They can either do reading on iReady, reading on Epic, going on a scavenger hunt that I've put on Seesaw outside because it's a beautiful day. They could do a directed drawing or practice making their letters with Play-Doh. So these are just our free choice ideas for today. And then when they come back from free choice, we have music, and that is the end of our day. So as you can see, it's a super quick, super easy Friday for my kindergarten kids. And it's really easy for me. So I'm here at home and I'm looking forward to seeing my kids this morning. So it is a little while later now. My kids are actually at recess. So I decided to make myself a cup of coffee and reply to emails on my couch. So no complaints. Hey there, friends. So it's the end of the day now. We finished up about an hour ago, and I've just been replying to emails, like sending out my Friday newsletter to parents, and just like wrapping up the week kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, but what an awesome day. I feel like yesterday was a big turnaround, or today was a big turnaround from yesterday. And I realized that, like if they were coming in real life, if they were coming to school, Fridays would be fun. Like we would do a lot of fun stuff on Fridays, and it wouldn't be so content heavy. And they are in kindergarten. So I realized that like I was trying so hard to like force all of the curriculum and instruction at them, when it really doesn't need to be that hard. So today was such a nice break for them. Like we really only did math and our reading and letter handwriting practice in the morning, and then pretty much the rest of the day was different activities or kind of having fun, and it went really well. So I'm super excited. Our free choice was like golden. It was seriously the best time. They had about 30 minutes to do free choice, and I stayed on Zoom with them while they did that, so they didn't have to worry about like logging on and logging off. So yeah, they picked from one of 5 activities, and then if halfway through they finished an activity and they wanted to do something else, they knew what they could do. A lot of kids chose to read books on Epic, which is super fun because I can see like what books they're reading. Some kids chose to do iReady reading. A lot of kids did the scavenger hunt or did the directed draw. One kid did make his letters with Play-Doh, so that was super cute to watch. And then right after that, we went to music, which was fabulous. It was so fun. My kids were so excited about it. Our music teacher is like young, hip, really cool, and they were singing and dancing, and he had a lot of great questions for them. And it's just fun to, like go on mute and just kind of watch someone else teach your class and watch your kids react to other people. So yeah, it was really fun, and that was the end of our day. To finish up our day and finish up our week, I read Be You, and they really loved that. And then we just said bye to each other. We gave each other like air kisses, very fun. And yeah, that was the end of our day, the end of our week. And I think we finished strong. So I'm looking forward to having a nice weekend and then seeing their cute, silly little faces on Monday. So that's going to be the end of this weekly vlog. I know it was kind of all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed. I realized that I feel like the vlogs might be getting a little bit repetitive if I just do them every single week. So please leave me a comment down below what else you would be interested in seeing. I might just start doing like daily vlogs, or like every few weeks I'll do a weekly vlog. But if there's any videos that you're interested in seeing from me, please let me know, and I would love to film those for you. If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video if you liked it, and hit the red button down below to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos at least once a week. Sometimes you get a bonus video, and I post twice a week. And I am just so happy that this community is growing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.